Okay, I'm trying to set this up a little bit before we start. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Ouch. All right. I'm trying to set everything up. My internet's pretty bad, so I'm hoping that the connection will last long enough here for us to do some budgeting together. I'm gonna give it a minute because I'm trying to connect my phone to my laptop so I can see what y'all can see. So it's gonna be kind of awkward for 1 second. When is it not awkward though, truly? Okay. Oop. My office is still kind of under construction, so this is a piece of cardboard over my desk because my husband is still working on the ceiling. So sorry about that. If you're logged in, if you could just tell me how the feed is, because it looks a little glitchy on my end. Is it glitchy for y'all? Let's see. Connect this. Okay, bear with me for 1 second. I'm trying to figure out if my internet is going to cooperate or not. Hey Sean, how are you? Y'all just let me know if it's glitchy for y'all, because I just connected it to my computer. It looks like it's kind of glitchy. My internet doesn't like to cooperate, so let me know how we're looking, how it's sounding. Is it glitchy? Low, like the volume's low. Hey. Okay, y'all let me know if is it glitchy? Can you hear me? How are we doing before I start? Sorry, I know that's loud. My husband's sweeping right behind this wall. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can fix the audio. If not, I'll just have to speak up. Okay, not glitchy and can hear you. Sweet. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. How's everybody doing? What's today? Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? Lord, I don't even know what day it is. It's been that kind of day. What's everybody drinking? Please let it be better than what I'm drinking. I'm drinking water. Okay. I think I have everything. I think I'm good on my end, but y'all let me know. Just shout and stop me if things get weird, okay? Weirder than normal, at least. Okay, so this is our first live. I used to do this all the time. Every time I would budget live. And I think it's just kind of a fun way to do something that's low-key kind of boring. So I hope y'all are like relaxed and chilling and just hanging out with me for a little bit while we budget. It shouldn't take too long, but y'all know I can get chatty. So feel free to jump off if it gets crazy, crazy long. Tart cherry juice. Heck yeah. Okay, I have tried tart cherry juice. I can't get it down. It's a little more intense than like cranberry juice. Did I just get the wrong one, or are you just a badass? I tried the tart cherry juice. It's got a ton of health benefits besides just sleep. So I want to be able to get it down, but okay, I was about to say, because I was shocked. I don't know why I was expecting it to taste sweet. No. I mean, tart's in the name, and they were not lying. Okay, so this paycheck, we're working with 1121. This is after I pulled a couple of things out for some bills. And as I always say, this is just what I'm planning. Sorry for this. This is the bar for the camera mount, phone mount. And things are looking a little crazy because my office is in shambles. This is a piece of cardboard that y'all are looking at. And I don't know if you could tell, but there's like ceiling dust kind of all over it because my husband's still working on the ceiling. So not a pretty sight, but we're gonna make do. Yeah, like I always say, this might change. The budget might change because sometimes between now and payday, things happen. Y'all know. I did not grab a calculator, and my chair is gonna squeak embarrassingly loud. So yeah, hold on. Okay. Ugh. Hopefully, if we continue to do these, I can have like a cuter little setup. I'll light a little candle. We'll make it a vibe, okay? Oh, y'all can't see the calculator, but it's over here. All right, so we're working with 1121, and like I said, sometimes these numbers are going to change, but I like to kind of plan in advance so that by the time the paycheck comes in, I don't have a chance to do stupid stuff. So we're going to work out what we're going to do with this money. One thing that I do first, I always throw in my savings stuff first, just because it's numbers I've already decided and put together. So the kids' savings is already decided. Our 52-week, our savings, things that are the same each time, like the stock tax, property tax, I like to fill those in first because it kind of gets things going. It gets the gears moving. And it makes sure that I have that amount, you know, for the things that I've pre-planned or pre-budgeted or like set amounts, you know what I mean? Hey, Nicole, how are you? So yeah, if you're just joining, feel free to let us know what you're drinking. I'm drinking water, so I don't really have anything fun or exciting, but yeah, I'm trying to stay hydrated. Anyway, I keep randomly losing my voice, and my throat will randomly hurt. So I'm like just trying to pound water in case I'm getting sick or something. I don't know what prompted me to think that would help, but that's the decision I made. Okay, so for the kids' savings, this paycheck, they're going to do $17 each. I get that number from a savings challenge. I think the one that I'm using right now is from, sorry about my chair, y'all. It's from, let me just actually look. Enchanted Toadstool Budgets. It is, yeah, 17 each. So I kind of double check that beforehand just so that I know. I don't know. I'm rambling. Sorry. So the kids are getting 17 each, which is times 3. So that's going to be $51. So we know, hello pen, wake up. Sorry about that. We know to save $51 for the kids. For savings, just our general savings, I've been using a challenge from, who's it from? This is from Jen on a Budget. It was a scratch off that I won in a giveaway. And we're finishing up that challenge this paycheck. So we're doing $58 for our savings. And then, let's see, we know that our 52 week, we do this every paycheck and we times it by 4. We're doing weeks 17 and 18. So 17 plus 18 is 38 times 4, 140. Ouch. That's going towards my oldest daughter's first car. So I do like to prioritize that. What else? Our stock tax is gonna always be 30. Our property tax is always gonna be 10, because I went ahead and calculated how much I wanted and divided it by like how many months I have before it's due. So that's gonna be the same every time. Same with P.O. Box. I believe P.O. Box is $8 every time. Am I lying? No. Okay, yeah, I just had to double check. P.O. Box is $8 every time. So I like to start with those things. Food pantry, we're gonna do 20, I think. Gifts, we're gonna do 10. I need to kind of up gifts because I do want to get like the teacher a couple of gifts, but we'll worry about that later. Here's the complicated part of this is that I am gonna have to buy a new battery for my car. And there's a couple other things that are kind of popping up that I might need to, like I said, alter these numbers for, but I'm not sure. I explained the battery thing in the, is it this upcoming video? Yeah, my savings challenge video on Saturday will kind of explain the battery situation a little more. So I'm not going to go into it right now just because it's repetitive and kind of boring. So yeah, but the battery situation is, it's a situation. But I'm not gonna, I don't know. Part of me was considering paying it like a bill, but I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately. I don't know. We're gonna move on. I also know spending, this is gonna be weird, but spending is $62 because in my mind, I was gonna give myself 100. But I did buy something for myself a couple days ago. So I'm subtracting it from the 100 that I would have given myself. So it's a weird number, but that's why it's a weird number. Oh boy. We'll do allowance. How many weeks? It's 2 weeks. So each week, I have 3 kids. Each week, my 2 older girls get $15 if they do all their chores. And then my youngest gets 5 if she does all her chores. So that's kind of a set amount, also. And since it's 2 weeks, that's $70 for those 2 weeks. I'm not gonna add anything for business. Side note, I have been testing candles with a new wax and new wick combo. Y'all, if you've never made a candle, it is literal rocket science. Literally, I kid you not. Sorry for my chair. It's the most complicated thing I've done in a really long time. And you would think all you had to do was just pour some oils into some wax and like light it. But no, it's brain surgery. It's been driving me crazy. It's been beating my butt for probably a year and a half now is how long I've been testing candles with just different waxes and different wicks and different, oh my gosh, it's like a never ending process. But I've actually been really liking a wax and wick combination that I've been testing for the last couple of weeks. I'm really excited about it, but the problem is it's a soy wax and it's really soft, and I don't know how I would be able to ship candles, or even if I just did like in-person vendor events, they would melt. If it's not like less than 60 degrees, this wax would probably melt. So now I'm like, I have a whole new problem because I found a great wax, but what do I do? I don't know. Complicated. None of y'all care, but I just thought I'd share that anyway. So I'm not going to invest anything in business this week just because it's a crazy week. For spring, yeah. So here's the thing. I get ahead of myself with the scents just because it's exciting and I love anything that smells good. So I'm trying to keep like when things get going, I want to have like a core collection that's available all year round, and then I'll have like spring scents, summer scents, fall scents, holiday scents that are kind of like shorter term availability, I guess, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to like stick to I want to say it's maybe 8 fragrances that I've decided we're going to be a part of the core collection. But I keep getting distracted, y'all, because if you are in like the candle making realm, all of the websites that sell the essential oils, or not essential oils, the fragrance oils, they sell them obviously like a few quarters in advance. So like right now, where everybody's kind of just now settling into fall, just now settling into the cold weather, they're already starting to like push spring scents, right? Because if you have a candle business or like a home fragrance, or I guess some people can make like body scents out of these fragrances. But if you're in that, like if you're a business, you need to prepare in advance because you need time to test and da-da-da. I'm like getting so tempted by these spring scents. They have new banana scents, and y'all already know me and banana, we're like this, we drive. So I keep trying to tell myself not to focus on spring, just to focus on the core. But yeah, I definitely I don't listen to myself, please. I'll show you one that it just came in. It's banana pudding parfait. I want to test this so bad for spring. I'm trying to tell myself not to like mess around, you know, just to focus on the scents that I've been working on, but here I am messing around. So but for spring, I don't have a full lineup yet, but yeah. I kind of want to do like a nostalgia collection of like scents that or I guess a majority of us have some sort of like childhood memory on. So like a carnival, and I don't know, maybe like bubble gum. I don't know, like childhood memory type, but we'll see. I don't know. Okay. But so far, all of the core scents are doing really good. And as you can see, I'm like surrounded by this, just like testing candles. So far, so good. I just got to figure out what to do with wax that's super, super soft. I should probably blend it with something, but then I'm scared if I add anything to it, like you can add beeswax to it to like firm the wax up, but then it's going to change how it performs. I'm scared to tamper with it because it's been like a year and a half of me begging wax to behave, you know? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, so yeah, all that to say, nothing for business right now because I'm good on wax. I'm good on all the materials that I need to like test. So I'm going to leave that alone. Let's skip over to, I skip around a lot when I budget. Do y'all do that? How do y'all budget? Do you just like, do you have a systematic way of doing it? Because mine's chaotic. I think I'm just chaotic though, so. Sorry if you hear me gulp. I'm trying to drink a lot of water. Birthdays. So my youngest just turned 8 last week. So we did her little birthday shopping trip, and I deducted that money from our birthday envelope. And we're on track. We're pretty much ahead of the game right now for the birthday in December. My middle kiddo's birthday is in December, and I'm giving her a $300 budget, and we have like $350, I want to say, left. So I'm just going to do like $25 in birthday. Oh my gosh. I have to stop talking with this pen open or else it dries up. We're not going to do the 100 that we normally do just because there's other things that need to get done, baby. We gotta, I get discouraged sometimes because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's just, the end of the year, it's stressing me out. There's too much going on. There's so many things that need attention and need me to like dump money into. And there's only so much money to go around, you know? For insurance, this is prepaid insurance for my car. Eventually, well, all of our cars, eventually I want to just pay the insurance premium as it comes up. So I'm saving up for that. But again, because we have so much going on, I'm just going to do 25 in that right now. It does look like we'll be able to, let's see, the next one that's due is in February or March. And it does seem like we'll be able to pay that one in advance. I think it's like $250 or $260. So I'm excited about that. Let's see. You budget by upcoming events. What do you mean? Like what is coming sooner? So like by Christmas or by a birthday or like by a bill, that kind of thing? Like what's due first or what's going to be paid first? What do y'all mean by that? And also, everybody who joins, throw your name in the comments. I don't want to assume, like, I don't know. I don't want to assume what your name is based on your name, or if your name isn't a name, I want to make sure I can actually call you by name. Does that make sense? Maybe I shouldn't do these late in the evening because I'm like brain dead. I feel like I'm not making any sense. Do I ever make sense? Probably not. Like birthdays, holidays. True. Okay. That makes sense. So when you sit down to budget like this, you hit those items first. Is that what you're saying? Like, that makes sense. I'm all over the place. I'm just like, hey, how much are we doing for grocery? Boom, let's skip over to property tax. Boom, let's skip over to... I'm all over the place. I gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Vacation. I don't really want to worry about vacation right now. I do want to put money towards it, but we're not going anywhere right now. So we're just gonna, it'll be next year's problem. Also, ignore my thumb. I lost my thumbnail. Business tax, we're not gonna add to. I'm just trying to like go through and scratch off what we can scratch off. Let's see. I don't think we're going to add any to future home either. Again, that's kind of something that has, it's not on the back burner. We're still working towards it, but we have a lot of work to do. AKA a bunch of medical bills to pay off. So that's kind of taking a back seat for now. Trying to think. How much do we want to give to Homestead? I think we're just going to like rock out with 25. Anything I don't know. I'm just going to put 25 and we can change it. Christmas. I am going to do my usual 100 for Christmas just because we are a little bit behind on that. I can't wait until I can like be like I have the whole year to save up for Christmas because it is stressful trying to catch up last minute. So I'm kind of excited to just not get this year over with because I love Christmas time. I love the holidays, but low-key I kind of just I'm excited to be done with this year's Christmas so that I can feel more prepared for next year's Christmas. Does that make sense? I already want to put my Christmas tree up though because I love the season. I just hate the gift giving part. If I had my way, we wouldn't really do gifts because I feel like that just it's stressful for no reason. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna stick to our usual Christmas amount. I'm just trying to think in my brain, sorry y'all. Let's see where we're at right now. I'm just gonna add all these up, see where we're at. Actually, we'll do the 1121 minus 62 minus 70 minus 20 minus 10. I'm just seeing how much we have left to work with here. Anybody have any good shows? I work from home and I like having things in the background and I'm out of shows. Shows, movies. I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have Disney Plus. I think I might have the Apple subscription. I don't know what it is. Apple TV, whatever it is. What are some good shows or movies to keep me company during the day? Let me know. All right, we have 487 to work with. What do we want to do with it? even though I should bump this up, I still need... We're not going to worry about investing. I think I said that in my last cash stuffing. We're not worrying about that. Orphan Black. No, I haven't. What's that about? What platform is it on? Y'all, I'm out of the loop completely. I usually don't watch TV. I get these weird periods of time where I'm all for watching TV, but it's so rare. So I'm out the loop. I started watching This Is Us 50 years later, I know, but I don't know what prompted me to do that. No, you want to know what I just watched that just blew my mind and ruined my life? K-pop Demon Hunters. Y'all, what the hell? I was bawling my eyes out. What is happening? These kids movies, my gracious, they hit deep. And I feel like, so my youngest absolutely loved K-pop Demon Hunters. She would listen to the soundtrack all the time. It was just like, okay, whatever. And she loved it. But I think she loved it because it's like fun, it's young, it's like pop, you know, whatever. I watch it and it's like, now that I'm an adult, I can pick up some of the like lessons or the messages that like kids kind of just ignore because they're like, screw it, it's K-pop, it's fun. Had me bawling. Like, big grown, middle of the day, trying to get work done, crying my eyes out. What the heck? Have y'all seen K-pop Demon Hunters? If you need a good cry, watch it, because it's a beautiful movie. Threw me off guard. Now I'm also a little bit hooked on K-pop. I've been listening to the soundtrack for K-pop Demon Hunters, and then of course Spotify started recommending other K-pop artists, so now I'm like really into Stray Kids. It's a thing. Anyway, Netflix, haven't finished it, but it's good so far. Okay, Orphan Black. I'm adding that to my list. Where's some paper? Ooh. Orphan Black. All right, I'm gonna check it out. I'll let you know. But yeah, I recommend, even if you're like, K-pop Demon Hunters, really? No. Yeah, no, for real, watch it, and then come back and let me know what you think. And if you didn't cry, we need to have a little chit chat. We need to talk, because what? Anyway, Lilo and Stitch made me bawl too. Maybe I should just stay away from kids movies because they tear me up. They're like stirring up emotions I don't need to feel. Okay, for Otto, I think, again, even though I really do need to chunk Otto up, chunk it up, what does that mean? I need to stack it up? Y'all, words, I don't know. I need to like get my life together with Otto, and I need to stop leaving this pen open. But I think I'm just going to do 25 for now because, again, there's just so many things. I still have to do grocery and I still have to do household. So, let's see. We were at $487. We're going to put 25 in Auto. I'm going to throw $2 into the $1 savings. This is just what I like throw the extras. So, like right now, we have $462 left. So, I'm taking that $2 and sticking it in this $1 thing. Y'all, my phone's literally telling me it's past my bedtime. All right, we have $460 left. What do we want to do with it? I'm thinking we are going to, we'll do 100 in grocery. 100 in household. And that leaves us with 360. You know what? I think for food pantry, I'm going to do 30, not 20. That way, grocery will be 350. I am going to have to try to make 350 work because, I don't know. I go between, we need to allocate more money for groceries, and then I flip-flop to, we spend way too much in groceries. I also just did a really big produce shopping like trip or whatever, and I actually recorded a video that I'm kind of in the middle of, so I'll share that at some point whenever the heck I get my life together. We're not going to do any credit. We usually do that on the 1st, so I'm not worried about that. We have $499 left over, so hopefully, if I did this correctly, we'll have $499 left. Ooh. Wait, $9.99? I just screwed up somehow. Hold on. Okay, $4.99. We did it. Yay! We have none left. Dunzo. See, that was quick and painless. All right. I'm just gonna quickly break down how I want this money, and then we're all set. Does anybody have fun plans this weekend? I know people are kind of popping in and out, so I might repeat questions, but this weekend I want to stay home and clean. I need to clean. It's a nightmare in this house right now, especially in my office, so. I kind of want to do something this weekend. I just don't know what. And also, you know, everything costs money, and that's not fun. So, I don't know what to do. Let's see. Grocery spending, household. There's some... Sorry, I like clearly can't write and talk at the same time. There are some, oh no, we're not doing anything for business. Some of these categories I'm not going to write down because some we just direct deposit or like deposit directly into savings. So like 52 weeks going directly into savings. Christmas is going to go directly into savings because it's over $100. So some of these I'm not even going to worry about breaking down or pulling out of the bank. But birthday, auto, insurance. Christmas is going to the bank. We've got stock tax, property tax, our P.O. box, homestead. Ooh, kids. $52 weeks going straight to the bank. We'll do savings and our dollar. All right, we're almost done. 350, 62. We're gonna do 100 for household, 70 for allowance. We're doing 30 for food bank. I did not get to the food bank this last pay period, so we still have 20 in that envelope. And then we'll add this 30. So we'll have 50 that we need to run and grab some food with to take to our food bank. Time has just gotten away from me. I feel like I'm just slacking all the way around. I don't know what is going on. I just can't get like a good routine down. I don't know. I wish I was a super organized person and just like had systems and routines that kept me in check, but I do not. I can't seem to ever stay afloat. It's like what I feel like once I kind of get in a real good groove and I'm getting everything done, something happens and it just doesn't last. Just never lasts. Oh my goodness. Oh well, that's life, I guess. One of these days, I'll have my life together. Sounds good. Grocery. So, All right, we're just breaking down how we want to divide this up. I'm trying to decide if I want to use this layout again next year for my budgets. I just bought like the digital copy of the Budget Moms, what do you call, planner setup, you know, the Budget Moms money planner, budget by paycheck. Jeez, that was painful. And I don't know, I kind of am trying to decide if I want to print it out again, or if I want to use something else. I was just using a blank page out of my Hobonichi cousin. My planner is just like plain grid paper, and that worked fine too. But I do like how this is kind of like pre-categorized, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I cannot decide. And we're kind of running out of time, so I probably should decide. Okay, 350. I'm gonna do 150 in 50s. We have 200. Let's do 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, what? In 20s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we'll do 100 in 20s. We have 100 left. Let's do, I know I want some ones, so we'll do 5, 10, 15, 20. We have 95 left. Let's do 25 in 5s and then 7 in 10s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We're gonna do $2 and then we'll just do a 50 and a 60. Household. I know I want ones, so we're gonna do 5 ones. This budget is for 2 weeks. So I get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month. And so I will budget for 2 weeks, and I kind of, in a way, I guess, sort of break it, like split it in half, but not really. You probably get paid 1st and 15th too, right? You're military. Am I tripping? Am I making this up? I feel like I remember you being military, but my apologies if I totally just made that up. But I'm not military, but yeah, we get paid 1st and 15th. So what I typically do is I'll just take that paycheck and I break it down. Okay, good. I was like, did I just make that up? I can't trust my brain right now. I budget for that paycheck and it's supposed to cover the 2 weeks, but there's like every so often, you know, we have that issue because we don't get paid like every other Friday like everybody else. We have that problem where like one paycheck is actually covering 3 weeks. For some reason, my brain doesn't wrap around that. And so I do kind of need to adjust sometimes. I need to get used to adjusting sometimes. But typically, it's for 2 weeks. And I just kind of split it in half. The only things that I need to make sure are like each week is covered is like for allowance. I make sure that there's enough for each week because that's a certain amount each week. And for groceries, I'm not as strict. I try to do, like, typically I'll do 500 and I'll try to do 250 for 1 week and 250 for the other week. But if I don't really trip that heavily over it. I just try to stay within that budget for those 2 weeks. Like, if 1 week I spend 350 instead of 250, then I know next week when I go grocery shopping, I don't have 250 to spend. Like, you need to chill out. You only have, 200 or whatever. So the only things that are really broken up by week are like the 52-week savings and allowance. So technically, yeah, it covers 2 weeks, but I kind of don't like set money aside where it's like 250 for this week and that's it. I just kind of budget that money for this pay period. And then I just like remind myself of like, hey, you need to make this stretch for 2 weeks. But yeah, see, those months are hard and I'm trying to get a buffer. I want to eventually get a buffer for like grocery, household, those sorts of things. I would love to have like anywhere from $300 to $500 kind of in a buffer. so that when we have those months where it's like a paycheck is covering 3 weeks, I'm not, it's not as tight, or I just keep forgetting. Honestly, it probably wouldn't even be that bad if my brain would just lock in and be like, hey, this is 3 weeks instead of 2. But yeah. I notice that I'm always kind of like scrimping, especially when it comes to groceries and household, because our gas comes out of household too. So I'm always like, why the heck didn't the budget go the way it was supposed to go? Yeah, that's because you budgeted for 2 weeks instead of 3, ma'am. Great job. So I'm still trying to adjust my process, but yeah, long story longer, it's for 2 weeks. I just don't really break it down that way, if that makes sense. I hope that answered your question. I'm so sorry if that was like a whole lot of nothing just now. Let's see. So it was 100, we did 95. We're gonna do, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll do $25 in 5s. We have 70 left. 240. Let's do 2 20s. And then we'll do 3 10s. I like to kind of give myself change. And hopefully by the end of the first quarter of 2026, my credit card will be paid off. And then eventually what I want to do is use that like for the day-to-day things, and then just pay it off every week so that it never, accumulates too crazy. But this whole like making sure I have cash on me, or that's starting to get just a little annoying. I mean, in some ways it's good because it makes me think before I spend. Like, I'd have to go home and I'd have to get the money and blah, blah, blah. So it helps. But I'm trying not to just put things on credit cards. So I like to pay with cash. But the goal for next year, hopefully by like March or April, I'll have like one credit card that we can use for like, if I'm out and we have groceries, like I'm aware of what my limit is. I don't want to just like swipe, frivolously. But if I know my budget is 500 for those 2 weeks, I'm at the grocery store, I spend 150, and then by the end of that week, I come home and I unstuff my envelopes of whatever I spent that week, and then pay the card off every single week. That way it's just a little more convenient. So I want to test that out next year, hopefully by like March or April. Like I said, I should have it paid off by then. I don't know if that'll make it, I know it'll make it easier for me in like my everyday life, like getting gas and getting groceries and all that. I don't have to worry about like, did I grab money out of that envelope? But what I also don't want to happen is it's like way too easy to swipe. So if any of y'all currently do that, where you have a card and you just pay it off every so often, let me know how that works for you. Or if it didn't work for you, let me know that too. Because I think I'll be okay. Because if I'm in those envelopes every week paying things off, I'll know how much is left. So I think it should be fine. But let me know what y'all think. If y'all are sitting there like, oof, that sounds like a setup, let me know. I want things to go smoothly. And right now, me having to like run back home and grab cash is just problematic. I say that like I'm out all the time. I'm not, y'all. I work from home. I'm always home. So it's really not. But right now I'm having to go to the bank a lot because I'm trying not to keep money on my cards. So anytime I need to do something, I have to like run to the bank to put the cash on the card. It's a whole sticky situation. So I'm just trying to make life easier. I always do the same thing for allowance. I'm trying to remember now. I think it's like 6. So if it's 2 weeks, it's 5 and 5, 5 and 5, and then 5. Wait, what? No, it's 1 5 for 1, 15, and then 5. So it's 3, 2 weeks. So we need 6 5s, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. Let me make sure I just did my math right. That's 30, and then plus 40. Yeah, okay, cool. Food pantry, we're just gonna do 30. Gifts are gonna do 10. Birthday is gonna do 25. Auto is 25. Insurance is $25. Stock tax is $10. Property tax $10. PO box, we're gonna do $25. And then for the kids, what did I say? It was $17 each. So that means we need 10, 20, we need 3 10s, 3 5s. That's 15, 16, 17, 2, 4, 6 1s. And then savings, 50, 55, 50, and 2. Boom. All right. Just adding this up. I can't believe we're already almost done with November. What in the world? When I was younger and all the older people used to be like, oh my gosh, the year went by so fast. You're growing up so fast. And I was like, you're crazy. The year's not going by fast enough. Now that I am the old person, I'm like, oh my gosh, slow down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all, I'm about to have a 16-year-old. Excuse me? I still feel 16. What? Ugh. Life is weird. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 22. I think it's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're like already at the point where my oldest can, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, where my oldest can take her permit test, 3, 4, and 5. And then like she turned 16 in January, and I think it's like 16 and a quarter or 16 and a half or something she can get her license. Do you know how weird that feels? I mean, I had her young, so I am still young, but I'm gonna have a 16-year-old. That is crazy. It absolutely blows my mind. I'm always sitting here like, how can I have a 16-year-old when I am also 16? I feel like I'm babysitting sometimes. Someone needs to come and get their kids back. Oh my goodness. It's cool though. It is fun having older kids. I feel like we're kind of in the stage where like, I can't quite be her friend, so I don't want to say we're friends, but in some way, like, she's my friend, you know? It's kind of fun. What am I talking about? I don't know. Okay, 350, 60. These are all the things I usually edit out. Y'all think I talk a lot in my videos? You should see all the nonsense I edit out. It's problematic, truly. I'm just double checking that all of our numbers are correct, and then we'll be done. Okay, so everything should be 881. Let's see what we got here. We got 26, 125, 220, 260. Nice. God, I love when that happens on the first try. All right. Oh, sorry, I bumped you. That was rude. Okay. Well, that was our budget. I would say it was quick, but it wasn't. Painless, debatable, but you made it through. Should have bloopers. Oh my gosh. My bloopers aren't even like funny bloopers though. You know when you see some people's bloopers and they're like hilarious just naturally without trying? Mine are painful. Like, it probably would not be entertaining. It's just really painful. I'm sparing you, I promise. Yeah, but what was I about to say? Oh, okay. So yeah, budget done. Typically I don't even know what I was going to say. I just completely lost my train of thought. At any rate, hopefully this was somewhat enjoyable. It wasn't too painful. And let me know if this is something that we should do a little more often. I don't know if I could do it like every paycheck. Just because, like I said, I have kids, and coordinating with my husband to get off work in time so that he can kind of manhandle them while I get this done. Some of the lives might be a little bit like random. I might just like pop up randomly, and if you can join, cool, and if you can't, no biggie. But I used to love doing the budgeting live because it just made it seem less boring to me. So let me know what y'all think. And let me know, like I said before, the like TV shows, if you're watching this after the fact, let me know TV shows. You can still chime in the comments. I have Orphan Black on my list. I'm excited. I might start that tonight while I fold some clothes, actually. And all of you need to watch K-Pop Demon Hunters, okay? I know it sounds crazy. Just trust the process. Watch the movie. And then you can either come back to this video or you can comment on any other video and let me know what you thought about it. Did it make you cry or am I a baby? Don't answer that. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Hopefully the budgeting process made a little bit of sense. Let me know how your budgets are going. And we'll chat again soon. I might do another live budget with me for December 1st if I'm able. So yeah, we'll chat again, but I hope you guys have a great night, sweet dreams, and I'll see y'all later.